Hey, YouTube. It's your loud, lovely, and lively Marquetta Reed, life confidence coach, taking the woman in the mirror back by force with intimate and interactive and also irresistible tactics. It is late, but I wanted to connect with you guys. As you can see, I'm giving you some carport conversation, trying to get a good Wi-Fi connection to remain connected with one of you. And I just wanted to see if I can get somebody live tonight to engage and interact and just talk about from pain to gain. I've been talking about emotions, and um, I truly wanted to just connect after watching bits and pieces of the Nipsey Hussle's funeral and listen to Snoop Dogg talk, um, some of the preachers, Lauren London, and just I wanted to share from previous videos with Sage Lauren. As you come on in, just go ahead and either say hello, or if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel because I would love to talk to you. Dealing with checked emotions or unchecked emotions, I have been sharing my experience with about having to leave my job. And I didn't realize that during those 5 months of training spoke to me to do as far as getting up and moving because of the change in atmosphere that I was unaware of into the blessings from the prayers that I had been praying. So um, when we have what I call elevated emotions, where our emotions increase above our spirit. I call that being misaligned because you're out of alignment. You're not in the correct balance that you should be in order to walk in your calling or into walking your purpose. So me being in the spirit of pity, it did not benefit me during that 5 month period, was not moving in the way that I needed to, as far as the Lord giving me a vision and telling me how I was supposed to operate in my purpose for the calling that He put on my life for me. So, with being said, I had I respect, I look up to, and they spoke into my life by helping me open my eyes to see in the manner that I was, acting, just, seeing um, what was going on inside of me that I wasn't able to see because I thought I was fine. I was like, I was obedient. I left, but I did not do anything in that time frame in the 5 months. I did elevated emotions is imbalance. Um, Nipsey understood imbalances. He understood um, that there was a spiritual being because his name alone meant God will arise. So, being that his name meant that, and he understood what his name meant, he was, from what I understand, a gangbanger, or I don't know if he grew into it or was like, his family operated that way, so he born into that type of lifestyle, or whatever the case may be. However, he was initiated in that type of lifestyle. As he became more mature and older, he understood that he couldn't live that way. So what he did is he sought inner peace for himself. He sought inner peace. And by researching, listening to, other educators, instructors, just all types of ministers. He began to change his energy, and that's what he said. There were several interviews where he was like, "Don't look at me like I have it all together. Don't look at me like um I'm everything because of what I'm doing right now." Not so much in him saying in this season, but what he was saying right now. It took time for me to build, to in the age that I am in the experience that I am in. It took time for me to build to get where I am now. And that's why he called his rebuilding his neighborhood, he called it a marathon, because he said this thing is not, his scripture, this thing is not given to the swift. The race is not given to the swift, neither to the strong, but the one who endures to the end. So his way of saying it was, this wasn't overnight. This was a practice that I began doing. And in time, I grew to, I guess, and magnification of my purpose and walk and what I was wanted to do. And he also multiplied and duplicated, what he was doing, because he impressed upon so many other people in his inner circle. And those people in his inner circle impressed upon people who were, immediately connected to them. And of course, the circle grows. So, it is true. All it takes is one man to believe. And if I can prove that I can get you to believe, what I believe, if I believe love is, love, and it covers a multitude of sins, that whatever your rights or wrongs were in your life, that love will conquer it and cover it and erase, any dirty stains. If I believe that, and I just drilled and drilled and drilled every day, saying, this love thing is for real. And I began to be, the example of what I was speaking. And that's what he was. He became the example of the conversation that he was having with all those that he loved. So the reason why I titled this YouTube title, from, I guess, like hardship, hustle, from pain to prosperity, because being in a lifestyle of killing people, or being in a lifestyle of not doing things balanced, or in a natural manner to not harm someone, um and then changing or transitioning into something that is someone who loves, is someone who balance, is someone who understands that in order for me to remain balanced, I need to help those around me be balanced as well. He went from pain to prosperity. He wasn't just talking a good game, he became the game he was talking. And then he began to build. He began to build. And as he built, he joined hands with others who were like minded, like himself. And guess what? Things grew as he, researched educators and learned, what was good, what was bad, what worked, and what didn't. He began to implement that in his own life. So, in my previous video, I was talking about checked emotions. Well, this is in that same breath. If you are an individual who is emotional and all over the place, guess what? People are not going to want to deal with you. They're going to call you bipolar, schizophrenic, yada, 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 for the simple fact, because you're all over the place. One minute you're good, the next minute you're bad, and next minute you're up and down, and the cycle continues. So me operating in that pity state, I had people speak into my life to help me see myself in that place and do what was necessary to get me out of that um attitude. Guess what? I had to face it. I had to face my issues. I had to face those, uncomfortable energies that was going on inside of me. I had to seek inner peace for me. And I had to face, what I didn't like about myself, what I did like about myself. Why was I upset, that I was being blessed to freedom and liberty. I was being blessed. I was released from a corporate lifestyle, and now I'm in an awesome lifestyle of ministry and helping other people, inspiring, encouraging, uplifting, and it feels so good. And guess what? The issues and worries that I, pressed upon in my mind was like, "Ah," the money and what's going to happen and I got to leave my job. And okay, girl, you prayed for all this stuff. Why are you tripping? God has given you freedom and liberty. Take the vision, walk in the vision, work it out, turn your purpose, which, your pain, whatever your issues are, into prosperity. And you'll be back on top. But now God is showing you by allowing you to go through what you're going through to be the best person you need to be, but he's giving you control by allowing you to choose his guide, which is the best, outcome that you can have. And it's balance. I know my God is a God who has never failed me. He's never left me. He's never forsaken me. And in my maturity today, guess what? I came to understanding that he was always there. And each time that I had an issue or each time that I've gone through something, guess what? It was a decision that I made. But then after going through the decision and saying, girl, okay, this is how you have to fix that. And next time, don't do it that way. It's always us, you guys. We make the decisions, we make the changes in our lives, and we have to seek inner peace. We have to seek the God that's within us. We have to learn to incline our ear and listen. We have to know that in our weaknesses, we are strong. In Him, we are strong. We have to understand that in order to go from pain to prosperity, you have to check your emotions. You have to basically sage your energy so that you walk in peace and that you will be aligned with prosperity. Because God said, and everything that He said does not return void, it has always been true. He said, men will pay into your bosom, men will draw to you because you are being the you that He has called you to be. I hope I have blessed somebody on tonight. Like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Nipsey Hussle was a good man, and he was doing some great researches about our ancestors and previous educators who found out the secrets of life in abundance and in prosperity. Do what is necessary for you to get your inner peace and take your pain and turn it into prosperity by being balanced, by searching the inner you. Because, like I learned in Elanya Van Zant, she always says, intimacy is in to me see. I love you. Be blessed and add a blessing to another. Like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. I love you big. I love you big. And I want you to remember this, and I will not mess it up on tonight. I will not mess it up tonight. My husband is staring at me too. The deceiver wants you to remain in your dilemma, but you don't have to. Be blessed, add a blessing to another. I love you big in God's timing and God's speed. Until next time, I'm saying peace. I love you guys. Good night.